let the ocean tell you it's okay to go. And then it becomes a spiritual journey. And then you begin to feel the mana, the spirit, the power of the Alenuihaha. Bobo will feel, he'll experience, he'll become very intimate with who she is. And you know, that's when he'll begin to have fun and smile and realize this is attainable.
Often, ideas don't begin at a single point. They are created from several moments, conversations, and points of intersection. Crossing the Alenuihaha began with a boy, a wing, and an idea. The boy is Bobo.
Sheesh, he's barely 5 feet. Who at 11 years old would try and take on a challenge of that size? That says a lot about not only his courage, but it says a lot about his his love for the ocean.
Bobo's a fearless little guy, so I think he's gonna be just fine. Bobo is more than ready to go out in this channel. I mean, I've ridden with him a bunch, and just to see his confidence.
He's taking his training really serious for this. The talent that this kid has and his read of the ocean is phenomenal.
It feels more important to Bobo for him to be called a waterman than a surfer.
I think the cool thing about Bobo is that he's just super motivated all the time. Like he's just drawn to these sports and wants to spend as much time on the water as possible. And at his age and with what he wants to accomplish, that's exactly what he should be doing. I just love to see him having fun and going out and, screaming at each other on the water and laughing.
I think that a lot of times what gets lost is that Bobo is still just a kid.
I don't think I'm more unique than anybody else, but I believe that we are all unique in our own way.
The craft is a wing.
I think the wing is a huge advantage because the wing is powered by the wind, and when there's wind there's waves and you can ride swells, and it's an incredible tool to harness the wind and make up long miles in a short time.
So a couple of years ago I was downwind hydrofoiling and my left shoulder started getting sore, and I didn't want to be on the sidelines all summer, so I thought maybe an inflatable wing would get me up and going so I wouldn't have to paddle so much. What I found throughout the last 40 years is if I like to do something on the water, there's usually a bunch of other people that like to do it as well. One of the really interesting things about the history of the wind sports is the way one development leads to the next development. And so while hydrofoils have been around for a long time, when Alex Aguirre started making big hydrofoils that allowed you to paddle into waves, that was a step forward. And then that is what precipitated the rise of the handheld wing for on-water stuff. They didn't really work without hydrofoils. The thing I find most enjoyable to see with winging is I can go down to the harbor and see a bunch of kids doing it.
I think for a crossing like that, just choosing gear that you're really comfortable with is more important than having like the perfect crossing, specific gear. I think just being comfortable and being able to be on your gear for hours at a time and not get tired, that's really key.
For the crossing, I used the Duotone Daytona, and that was my fast foil. I didn't switch to any other foil. Like, if I were to overfoil, it reconnects with the water really well.
The Daytona hydrofoil he was on, the fact that that is fast and it has low drag.
The Duotone Echo is the most high performance wing out there if you're looking for a good free ride wing, and also if you want to get going really fast. Duotone has been amazing with supplying me with good equipment that also fits my size. I practiced with various sizes of wings, but there was no way I could know what the conditions would be like on the day of the crossing. I ended up using a 3.3 Echo, and Ken made me a custom boom for my smaller hands. It sure helps with the calluses. I also learned a lot about how to go faster on my downwind runs from Ken. For the crossing, I was using the Fanatic Skywing. That's a really great board. Sky has been super patient with me and shaping my custom boards that fit my size and making me go high and fast.
The goal was to cross the channel.
The Alenuihaha is the most feared. It's considered the most dangerous channel in the Hawaiian Islands. Our predominant wind always comes out of the east. So you have the Big Island, you have Haleakala.
What makes this channel crossing more challenging than others is you're really exposed to the strongest winds of all the channels in the entire state.
It's a big rolling seas that turns into a breaking wave. You say the word Alenuihaha, it's like you look back and you go aha, because you see that wave that's coming, that's just about to nip you in the back.
To know that these mountains are going deep, deep, deep into the ocean. You're in a deep, dark channel. If you fall in the water and you look down, it's just blue, and you think there's sea monsters under there for sure.
That channel, things just seem to be a little bit stronger, a little bit more powerful, and can be a little bit more deceiving. Can be unforgiving.
You're out there that you lose sight of the boat, and it could be 50 feet away from you, but in that moment, you know, you feel alone in the ocean.
Back in the old days, that's how you actually gained reputation of being a waterman, is, you know, doing things in that channel.
You're going farther away from land than you've ever been.
Currents that that have a profound effect on that channel.
This crossing on the Alenuihaha is pretty difficult because it's an unpredictable channel. I mean, these other channels are pretty predictable.
What makes it so amazing that when you do it, you've done something that was, you know, amazing and very few people have done.
The Hawaiians used canoes, and they would travel in between these channels, and it wouldn't be a big deal. That's how they lived. They didn't have cars, they didn't have motorized boats. If the wind died, oh shoot, what am I gonna do? Paddle. So they didn't have much of a choice, and that's cool. It's really inspiring.
My name's David Sacco. I'm the pilot today to cross the channel, getting Bobo ready for his adventure between Apollo Point and the island of Maui. I have flown in the islands for about 37 years, and I have probably been through that channel 2,000 times. Well, first of all, I applaud you. Be safe. I think you're very courageous. I think you're gonna kind of find some of your limits in this little undertaking. We're flying in a single engine aircraft today. If we were to lose power to the engine, we do not fall out of the sky. Some of our flying today is going to be a little bit low level so Bobo can have his visual mission. So this is the come to Jesus part. It's very sober. It's not going to happen today. Water ditchings are 85% survivable.
The safety briefing was cool. It'll be cool to see the route from the air.
Okay, you all set?
Yep.
That's one windy channel. And so 2,400 nautical miles of open ocean going into a 20-mile wide little gap. Quite an undertaking.
lot.
Right at that parking lot. There you go. There's the magic. Yeah, wave goodbye and tell that land you'll see him tomorrow. We're going to get bounced around a little because of that wind today, and you're going to conquer it tomorrow. And that's what I think.
So right now we're flying over Lover's Bay.
It's really cool to visualize something in your head, and so you feel a sense of, okay, I've been here before, kind of know the route, and that gives you even more confidence.
How do the conditions look, Bobo?
Windy.
Is that a lot of white water for you, sir?
Yep.
This is a different animal out here, right?
Yeah.
Especially since it's the most violent channel, one of the most violent channels in the world. You are flying the airplane, boss, not me. So just say it's my airplane. Say those words.
My airplane.
Your airplane. Seatbelts for landing here.
626 Romeo, about 7 miles to the southwest for landing.
My name is Bobo Gallagher. I am a semi-professional water athlete currently living in Maui, Hawaii. And tomorrow I will be attempting to cross the Alenuihaha Channel. I feel like I just need to get out there, and once I do that, my mind will kind of calm down and I will be able to focus on what I am going to do. Crossing to an island that I can't see is somewhat nerve-wracking, considering you can't see it. I don't think it has totally sunken in yet that I will be crossing that to Maui. It will be very exciting to see how I perform and if I'm able to jump as high as I expect. Channel crossings in Hawaii are kind of a part of the lifestyle. And some people come from all sorts of places like Australia to do it.
Just stoked, a little nervous as a dad, but yeah, I mean, he's trained for it and he's ready to go.
Super clear water, a lot clearer than it's going to be out in the channel, and a little bit shallower.
And I'm excited for him to have the opportunity. I mean, it's pretty neat, and it's been so nice to have people that have come around him to help him train, and it's been so awesome to have, Duotone help out and create this moment.
A little nervous, yeah, but definitely excited to get this crossing done. This is where it all begins.
Oh, good luck!
That process, and then we're going to go 5 miles north, and then Bobo's going to put in on the northernmost point on the big island, and away you go.
What was your question?
Show me your safety equipment.
Get that banana out of there.
Dude, it was in your bag, bro.
I have an ether, a whistle, a knife, and then I have an impact vest, and then, a leash, yes, of course, a leash.
My main focus as the boat captain is to make sure that he makes it to the other side safe, and most importantly, he has a great time doing it.
There's basically no limit to the wing now. You can do it in 10 knots, you can do it in 30 knots, and you can do it in 2-foot seas and 10-foot seas, 15-foot seas.
Pray for Bobo and just ask him to just let him fly like the wind and enjoy the heck out of this experience.
Ready?
Yep. He's doing awesome. Looks like he's having a lot of fun out there, which is crazy.
You begin to have this relationship with that crossing because it starts to reveal its personality to you.
There's so much wildlife out there and just so many different scenes that vary from the usual scenery I see out there in the open ocean. The fish were pushing up the bait ball too that the birds were diving on, and the water was basically boiling.
want to just live out in the channel. You don't want to mind being out there as much as possible. So if you really think about it, you want to enjoy all the conditions that are thrown in front of you. Confidence is what you need to be doing anything on an extreme level. I think it's really important to believe in your own skill set, but know that you can get yourself out of any position you put yourself in.
I think the wing is an amazing tool for downwinding. The wing not being attached to the board just frees you up to be able to basically maneuver much easier. It's detached, you can use it when you need it, but you can also get rid of it and it's completely free floating.
The ocean hasn't changed, but the way we voyage has.
Do it, gel, Bobo. Bobo, do it, gel.
How you feeling, Bobo? Good.
You want a burrito? Bobo, we have your water pack. We can throw it in.
There's definitely times out there where waves will morph into each other, and the way that they morph into each other, they'll double up. So perhaps two 5-foot waves will add up to a 10-footer, maybe two 8-foot waves meet each other and add up to about a 16-footer. So there was definitely times when we were watching Bobo from the boat, and his whole body and wing would disappear for seconds at a time before rising up again between the troughs, which to me definitely indicates that you're seeing waves beyond 10 feet in height.
We're continuously learning. Knowledge is not something that you cannot stop grasping. You know, it's an uncontrolled environment out there, and every time it reveals a little bit things that are different about the Alenuihaha.
The Alenuihaha Channel crossing was Bobo's Everest this year.
Let's go!
It's taking us into the future, but by going through the Alenuihaha Channel, it allows us to see our past.
We're in the middle of the channel. Winds are super strong, and I see the wing a pump up, and yeah, it's been a really fun trip.
Bobo, only 3 miles out! Have fun!
When I was young, I climbed up too high just to touch the sun. On my mission, no prescription, shoot for #1. Start a riot, won't keep quiet, I'm a ride or die. Heart is pumping, keep it coming, better run it high. I was born for this, I was born for this. I was born for this, I was born for this. I'm a monster, I'm a hunter, let my demons show. Hold on tight, I run the night, I hit the gas and go. Now or never, live forever, I'ma take what's mine. Heart is pumping, keep it coming, better running high. I was born for this, I was born for this. I was born for this, I was born for this. I was born for this, I was born for this. I was born for this, I was born for this.
the wind direction of that day put us right in the shadow of all the trade winds.
Get ready! It should come through in a second.
We're waiting on this puff to come down the coast here. It's looking like maybe 15 knots, but it's coming at us slow, you know. We're just really hoping it makes our way here. Bobo can get on his feet and finish this thing in, you know, good fashion manner.
Finally, Puff came. He got up again, and we knew he was going to make a beeline for the parking lot. He went about a mile, and then the wind died again. So Keegan threw him a line, and he got into the boat.
You crossed the channel, bro. You're on Maui. You're here. You did the channel crossing.
Came on the boat because we were like, we're here, we made it. This is Maui waters for sure. And we thought we were gonna kind of hang it up there.
Amazing. So proud of him.
Your legs like jelly?
Right now, dude.
Josh, are you okay?
Across the thing. Alenuihaha.
There's a...
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, nice and blistery.
Oh,
Oh, still good enough for a high five, huh?
Yeah, bro.
So funny, any other day it's just cranking wind here.
I know.
Yeah, I kind of surfed that big of a wave or swell, and yeah, it was just fun. I mean, I'm glad I had that small wing on. That was nice, because I wasn't on my front foot a lot. I just kind of focused on finishing and not finishing. So, I would think about lunch. A lot about lunch.
Someone grabbed him a burrito. He was gobbling that down, talking to us.
A little bit of a gust of wind gave Bobo that little bit of motivation he needed.
So the wind kind of died. Wind kind of picked up now, so I'll give it another shot and see how that goes.
To convince us that, yeah, let's put him back in the water and let him finish this crossing the way he wants to. And
I hear Matt saying, I can see it, wait, it's coming.
Come on, you got this! Way to go!
The mood and the scene was like being on another planet. We knew that it was going to be the perfect day for this crossing. Big swells, the clouds were in motion, the water was in motion, and all we were waiting for was Bobo's boat to round the eastern part of the island, and we were so excited, holding our signs, waiting for that moment, binoculars on the point, cameras ready. There was the boat. It was amazing, and we were so excited, screaming on land, honking the horns of the car, waiting for Bobo's arrival into the bay. Bobo's wing was flying to the edge of Maui. I had no doubt that he could do it.
Bobo finishes this journey, he'll be only able to explain that to a certain degree. The rest is his experience. You cannot explain to anybody what that experience really is, because it's that intimate moment between you and that place, the Alenuihaha Channel.
Hey guys, thank you for watching my journey across the Alenuihaha. I know that there are people who have a much tougher journey than I have. Like the journey to get fresh, clean drinking water. Clean water changes everything. That's where Charity Water comes in. This group solves the problem one well at a time, getting clean water to over 11 million people in over 28 countries around the world. Even though my journey across the Alenuihaha is done, the need to help others is just as strong. Go to charitywater.org, go under menu to go to donate to a campaign, go under Bobo's Crossing. Everyone helps.